Hi everybody. I am here in a world that I've created that has a terrain that I've just added a little bit of height to in places so that we can kind of see that it is a terrain. The thing I want to show you today is how to go about adding some trees to this. So I'm going to stop playing and we're going to go to the asset store. You'll find possibly a link to these particular trees we're going to look for in the classroom. But if it's not there, or if you're seeing this from a different source, you can just search up tree, change the price filter to free here, and we're going to find these URP tree models, which are a little bit of an advertisement for a paid version, but they're pretty good as they stand for our purposes. So if you have not yet added them to your assets, then instead of open in Unity, this is going to say add to my assets, and then it'll say open in Unity, and that's when we want to do that. It's going to bring up your package manager to your my assets folder. If you lose that for some reason, you can always go to the window menu and come to package management and either go through the package manager or just say my assets. Okay, so the URP tree models is the one we want. If you haven't downloaded it yet, that'll be download instead of import, and then it'll say import. So we're going to click that to bring it up. It's going to bring me this one. It shows me which of these items are new. It has a checkbox next to everything. We're just going to bring the whole thing in. So we say import, and it goes through that process. Doesn't take very long. And then before you know it, down here in your assets, you will have, dramatic pause, tree packs, okay? We're not going to explore that right now, but I do want to show you how we add trees onto our terrain once we've got a tree pack in. So with the terrain selected, this third one is adding trees. This is very similar to how we've done other things. We're going to edit trees, we're going to add tree, and then we hit this circle selector. I'm going to move this to the middle a little bit. You hit this circle selector. I'm going to look for a tree. And the ones that I want are these that look like just blue cubes. Those are the ones that are going to be your prefabs. So, you know, some of these are textures and things. If I shrink this up, we can see, there we go. They're textures and images and stuff. It's the ones that are full trees, tree 1, tree 2, tree 3. Those are the prefabs. That's what we want. I'm going to pull tree 1 in and add it. You'll see a variety of options here. We'll take a look at that in a moment. So now I've got just my basic brush, and I can click here, and I can paint some trees. My density is pretty high, but once they kind of set in, you can see that they're there. I can reduce my density. I really can, I promise. There we go. And we'll go down to like that, and we'll see that it's going to come in a little bit more scattered. You'll notice that we've got some random tree height here. Depending on the trees you've got, you'll get some more options. But if you spread that out, you start to see your values. You can see the range of tree heights. So you can drag that out and say, I want some more short trees, and I want them to maybe get to be really long. You'll see we get a different variety of our trees when we do that. We do want to probably keep lock width to height so that those stay in a good ratio. And that's pretty much it. We can go ahead and add another tree. Same thing, circle selector, tree. I'll go ahead and add tree 2 in that. And then I can come here and I can say, and I get some slightly different trees, right? So I could mess with the shape of things. These are a much more like a winter deciduous tree, maybe, or a burned out tree, possibly. So there it is. Let's take a look at how that works when we actually play the game. There we go. We got trees. Right now, I can walk straight through my trees. So there are ways that we can get around that, but that's not very important right now. It gives you the feel. You get the nice shadows, some great appearance. This is a pretty decent tree pack for free. Um, and there it is. You get a little bit of motion in there. It's all pretty nice. Let's take a look at the terrain colliders. We've got tree colliders enabled. These don't seem to be providing it. So maybe that's a problem with this particular pack. We'll explore that another time. For now, you know how to add trees. Thank you.